Although there are plenty of scenic spots around the world to explore, not all are open to tourists. There are dozens of places around the world that are dangerous to visit, far from accessible or under strict national regulations. As much as we like to see these places in person, they all have good reason to be largely isolated from the outside world. Here are some of the places with the most travel restrictions in the world. Number 1. The Snake Island. About 20 miles off the coast of Sao Paulo, Ilha da Queimada Grande is also known as Snake Island. The island serves as the home of the golden lance-head viper, one of the deadliest snake species in the world. The island is home to thousands of deadly reptiles, and the government has banned aliens from setting foot on the island, despite occasional permission from scientists who wish to study the island's unique ecosystem. Number 2. Sentinel Island. Entering the protected area of North Sentinel Island could cost you your life. The island is home to the Sentinels, one of the last Aboriginal tribes in the world to be isolated from the outside world. Visits to the island are prohibited for conservation and security reasons. The Sentinels have reacted violently to sailing in the past, leading to the death of an American missionary in 2018 after attempting to enter the island illegally despite recent warnings. Number 3. Poveglia, Italy. For more than 100 years, this small island in the lagoon of Venetia between Venice and Lido served as a quarantine center for people suffering from epidemics and other ailments. It later became a place of a mental hospital. The island has been vacant since the facility closed in 1968. In more recent years, attempts to raise funds and restore the island have proved to be unsuccessful. Lascaux Caves in France. Located in northwestern France, this cave complex houses hundreds of world-famous Paleolithic cave paintings. Ancient art is more than 15,000 years old and basically depicts large animals, many of which correspond to historic fossil records. Authorities closed the cave for several months after it began producing black fungus in 2008. These days, only a few scientific specialists are allowed to work in the cave a few days a month. Number 5. Vatican Secret Archives. The Vatican's archives contain historical work, publications, correspondence, the Pope's account books, and other important documents published by the Holy See. Access is broadly restricted, and qualified scholars and researchers must apply for admission. However, there are strict limits on what archives users can view and access. Number 6. Area 51. The details of this US Air Force facility are highly rated, and we still do not technically know what its primary function is. Due to the tight secrecy surrounding the base in Nevada, it has become the subject of widespread speculation and conspiracy theories. One of the favorite theories is that the government is building and testing alien life and spacecraft in solitary confinement. The area is popular with alien enthusiasts, but Area 51 is restricted to specially licensed intelligence and military personnel. Number 7. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway. Built on a mountain on a remote island in the Svalbard archipelago, this long-term seed storage facility is located halfway between the Norwegian mainland and the North Pole. Built at a cost of about $9 million, it is the world's largest crop storage and protection against natural or man-made disasters. This facility has a very advanced security system. Only a handful of employees are allowed to enter the security booth. Number 8. Chernobyl, Ukraine. As interesting as Chernobyl's story is, the place doesn't get many visitors, and for good reason. Residents evacuated the city in 1988 after the worst nuclear accident at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Decades later, the area suffers from unsafe levels of radiation exposure, meaning that only those with access, such as employees of the Ukrainian state agency, can spend strictly regulated time there. Number 9. The Tomb of King Xihuang, China. The Tomb of King Xihuang, the first Qing emperor, is located deep in a mountain in the Lingtong district of China. Since the tomb was discovered in 1974, archaeologists have unearthed thousands of terracotta statues, chariots, weapons, and other artifacts. However, the tomb has largely been left untouched, with the Chinese government rejecting proposals for exploration in disregard of ancient burial rites. The tomb is sealed, but visitors can still see the soldiers' terracotta army and other items found in the cemetery. Number 10. Mount Ethos, Greece. This mountain in northeastern Greece serves as an important center of the Eastern Orthodox clergy. It houses 20 monasteries and more than 2,000 monks from different countries. Due to its religious patronage, the area is under the jurisdiction of the Holy Mountain Priesthood and the Athonite institutions, and strict regulations are in place as to who can enter the city. Only males can enter the grounds and all guests must obtain a special entry permit.